Hello everyone, Galactic Seas. It's been quite some time. I've been away for a little bit, having to take care of some stuff. We're gonna go ahead and do a run here real quick. We're gonna be using our Druid or Nature deck. Let's see how we do. So have I do have to do a follow up video on the transactions that we have made. So we did put up some cards for sale for some ETH, and they actually did end up selling. We had quite a bit of cards get picked up. So we were able to take that and then use that to buy more card packs, which in turn will give us the options to list more card packs later on if we'd like to. Oh, I totally forgot that the sound is off on this. I gotta choose my hero power here, and then we'll go ahead and get going with the volume. No, I'll keep these for now. It's a pretty good draw. The volume this is kind of low. All right, we're gonna go ahead and play the Planetary Acolyte first. I'm not sure what kind of deck this is gonna be. Could play this now and then also play the low-hanging fruit. Let's wait until let's increase the cost of the cards here. They might ping it with their hero power and then attack it with their minion here, or use that card. So I'm glad those cards are kind of getting out of the way. I need to start. So I was gonna pull this, then I'll do it now. They might have another card like that where they can do 3 damage to a minion. We'll have to see. Or it's 2 damage, but or I guess it would be 3. It would have been 3 damage anyway. This is what I was thinking they were gonna play. This has been kind of popular lately. That card right here. So every time they play a creature, that card gets +1 strength. Oh yeah, and they give ward to the lowest health creature. It's a really good card actually. It really does need to be taken care of quickly because it can get out of control. And it makes it harder for, especially if you're running a deck with spells like this. It's that blue shield is not gonna let the spells go through, so it'll absorb that first. But you can definitely like do direct attacks to it. Next turn we're gonna coin in our hero power. Actually, even better. What a better drop. Let's see how lucky we get. No, not very. That's okay. I do want to continue to dwindle down the I want to continue to dwindle that down just because it'll make it a lot easier to deal with later on if I need to clear with minions. So I think I have a pack or two, maybe just one. I'm gonna work through building up. What's a good one? So this deck will mainly run like a couple of small cheap minions like that, and then higher damage cards like this. And they'll also run a. So that's what I'll save this for actually. They'll also run a card that I believe is 6 mana. It's a 4 attack, 6 health, 1 armor, and it's a frontline, so it's pretty tough. Finally. Oh, very nice. Let's coin that in. Let's clear that now, and then add another coin in our hero power. And the next turn we'll be able to play the Brazen Moose, and then hopefully have it buffed by the Vibrant Fruit, which is actually part of the new emotes that they have here, which is kind of crazy. I mean, the emotes are pretty cool. I like them. There's just, I don't know. I I can't say I don't like them, but I think they're pretty cool. Um, do we buff the Brazen Moose or the Guild Enforcer? I think the Guild Enforcer would be better because it has that armor, so it'll make it a little bit harder to get through. So let's go ahead and do that. Now we have a 4/6 with one armor, and we'll be able to pull out the Brazen Moose next turn, and we'll see how that one does. They're probably getting ready to use the spell, probably something like this. Or there's also that 6 mana spell that does 5 damage, I believe as well, or 6 damage actually. Okay, that's not a problem. Let's pull out the Brazen Moose now. Then it'll give us some favor. Let's take the 9 favor here. We'll take Ruin of Sight just so that we can pull more cards and probably have more options in our hands. So one of the Brazen Moose is out. I do have 2 other 7 mana cards, and that's the highest it'll go with in this deck. There's also a, oh, there it is. I knew it. It is 6 damage. Um, that's okay. No worries. They probably have a second one of those and a second. What is it? Oh, Warm Breath. Pretty interesting. Let's pull out the Guild Enforcer again, and then we'll use one of our coins for C2 and draw a card. I like those draws. Let's keep them. This might be the turn where they either kill the moose. They might with their secondary Epiphany. Is that how is Epiphany spelled? They might be spelling it different. There it is. Yes. So usually those were usually those were. I want to wait until I have another minion in hand so I can play the Celestial Stag. So usually those were probably meant to be used on me, as in my hero, to do damage. However, they're having to spend it on clearing minions, and they probably have a second Warm Breath, and probably various little cheap spells as well. And that was their second Street Conjurer. So it's really, this card is really good because it's got Spell Boost +1. It's a 1/3. So if you need just a little bit of additional boost just to clear a minion, you have that available with that for 1 mana. And then, of course, you have those other 2 mana deal 3 damage, it turns into 4 damage, or 4 mana deal 5 damage, and turns into 6 damage. That we want to clear as quickly as possible, because every time after you play your first spell, each turn add a random spell to your hand, so we really don't want that to be something they have access to. I did want to play the Celestial Stag, but I'm gonna wait. Um, I'm gonna pick up this weapon here and then equip it, just so we can continue to apply pressure. I missed the using the Celestial Stag regardless because this would need to have been played first, and then the Dart Maniac. I actually have this card up for sale for some ETH. I'm surprised it hasn't been picked up. It had it was quite popular probably about a week ago. So that's what's crazy. Ooh, better that than my Hydra or my other 7 mana card. We'll play the Stag now just so that we actually. We're at 7 mana, so we have to keep in mind that there's that 7 mana board clear that does 5 damage. They'll get a lot of value if I play the Celestial Stag and the Black Jaguar. For 7 mana, they can board clear, and these are 2 strong cards. So it looks like we're going to be using Lightning Strike on this, unless they obviously have another minion. They'll probably try to kill the Dart Maniac. Or no, they might just go for the interesting. I would have pinged the. Yep, I would have cleared the Black Jaguar instead. Whatever. This is a good card versus the Lightning Strike, just because it adds a minion on the board and it clears that. Let's pick that up. Dang it. So they might pick this up from the Sanctum and actually heal for 4. If they pick it up and deal 2 damage, it won't clear the Jam Pangolin, but they could pick it up, or that. They're probably going to ping this guy. Or they could pick up this. Yeah, now I'm going back and forth. So they could pick a Vow of Champions and then deal 2 damage to the Pangolin, and then, yep, then that'll clear it. However, the next turn, when my turn starts, they're taking 3, 5, 6 damage, so that would be game. Regardless. And they're taking 1 damage from the Dart Maniac. Oh no, they won't. That was at the end of the turn. Yep, so that's game. Well, pretty good. Well, that's it for this one. I'm going to continue to upload a couple more games because I want to fill out that. I want to fill out the progression bar here so that we can get to another card pack. And then from there, I have some card packs to open up and see what we get. We'll also have to go back to the Forge and see where we're at Forge-wise. We're halfway through the next milestone. Okay, that'll be it for this one. Stay tuned because I will be uploading a couple more videos with some gameplay. Thanks for stopping by.